swastika of the Nazi Party. It is gone today, blasted from the earth, but the memory of its evil genius remains. Great is man's devastation of his own handiwork. Some men's thirst for conquest is unquenchable. Names like Genghis Khan and Attila the Hun freeze the blood of men and strike terror into their hearts.
Adolf Hitler was born in Austria on April 20th, 1889, in a small town called Braunau am Inn. His father, Alois Hitler, was a customs official, and his mother, Clara, was a devoted housewife. Young Adolf had an interest in art, but his strict father wanted him to pursue civil service. He applied to the Academy of Fine Arts, Vienna twice, but was rejected both times in failure. Struggling to make a living, Hitler lived in shelters, painting postcards to survive in Vienna. His time in Vienna exposed him to nationalist and anti-Semitic ideologies that shaped him. In 1914, World War I broke out, and Hitler enthusiastically enlisted in the German army. He served as a messenger, survived gas attacks, and was wounded twice during the war. Hitler was awarded the Iron Cross for bravery, an honor rare for a soldier of his rank. After Germany's defeat in 1918, he felt betrayed and blamed Jews and politicians for it. He joined the German Workers' Party in 1919, which later became the Nazi Party under him. Hitler was a charismatic speaker, using speeches to spread nationalist and racist beliefs. He attempted to overthrow the government in 1923, a failed coup known as the Beer Hall Putsch. Imprisoned for treason, he wrote Mein Kampf, outlining his political and racial ideology. Upon release, he rebuilt the Nazi Party, using propaganda and fear to gain public support. The Great Depression in 1929 gave Hitler an opportunity to rise amid economic instability. By 1933, he became Germany's chancellor, consolidating power and banning opposition. Hitler established a totalitarian regime, suppressing dissent and controlling the media. His government promoted anti-Semitic policies, leading to the persecution of Jewish people. He ignored the Treaty of Versailles, rebuilding Germany's military and expanding territory.
Cavalry, another violation of the Versailles Treaty, whose framers remembered the feared Uhlans, passes in review before the Reichsführer.
In 1938, he annexed Austria, known as the Anschluss, without any resistance from Austria. The Munich Agreement allowed him to take Sudetenland, promising no further aggression. However, in 1939, he invaded Poland, leading to Britain, and France declaring World War II. Using blitzkrieg tactics, Hitler's forces swiftly conquered Poland, France, and much more. In 1940, he launched the Battle of Britain, but failed to defeat the British Royal Air Force. In 1941, he invaded the Soviet Union in Operation Barbarossa, a disastrous long-term move. The invasion of Russia stalled as the Soviet winter and resistance led to heavy German losses.
Troops are driven from Romania, Bulgaria, Yugoslavia, and Greece. The next Russian move will be into the German heartland. German troops bravely face the massive Russian attacks with the inevitable results when troops are outmanned and outgunned and hungry and cold. You never see a ghost step in the snow. Disaster follows disaster.
Meanwhile, the Holocaust was in full force, leading to the mass murder of 6 million Jews. The Nazi regime also targeted Roma, disabled individuals, and political dissidents severely. In 1941, Japan bombed Pearl Harbor, prompting Hitler to declare war on the United States. The Battle of Stalingrad in 1943 was a turning point with massive German troop losses. By 1944, the Allies had invaded Normandy on D-Day, forcing Germany into a defensive war. Hitler refused to surrender, believing in last-minute victories despite impossible odds. Many German officers attempted to assassinate Hitler, but their plans failed each time. On April 30th, 1945, Hitler and his wife, Eva Braun, committed suicide in the Berlin bunker. His body was burned as per his instructions, preventing his corpse from public display. Germany surrendered days later, on May 8, 1945, marking the end of World War II. The Nuremberg trials held top Nazi leaders, accountable for crimes against humanity. Hitler's actions led to immense destruction, with over 70 million lives lost in the war. The Holocaust remains one of history's darkest chapters, teaching lessons of intolerance. Many countries outlaw Nazi symbols and ideologies to prevent the spread of hate.
Adolf Hitler shoots and kills himself. Eva takes poison and dies. Their bodies are burned by Joseph Goebbels and Hitler bodyguard Martin Bormann and tossed into this ditch in the courtyard outside their death chamber. Here is Erich Kempka, Hitler's personal chauffeur for many years. He soaked the bodies in gasoline. He says, when I saw the chief for the last time, I definitely had the feeling that the end was near. But there was no change in him that you could see, not in his character nor anything else. He said goodbye and dismissed me. Next day, when the chief was dead, I went on to the bunker just as they were carrying out the corpse. Then came Martin Bormann with Eva Braun in his arms. I took her body away from him and carried her along behind Adolf Hitler. We placed these two bodies side by side in the garden. I had placed on me the exceptionally difficult moral duty of pouring petrol on them and setting fire to them. The corpses burned from 1:30 until 7:30 in the evening. Joseph Goebbels shoots his 6 children and has an SS guard shoot his wife and himself. And the Russians hoist the red flag atop the Brandenburger Gate. American occupation troops arrive from the west, hoist the stars and stripes. Allied leaders, including American generals and Russian generals, take over. The Third Reich dies in a last convulsive catastrophe. The guns crackle sporadically. The Russians are shooting all suspicious persons.